distinguished colleagues, President of the Pharmaceutical Association of Nigerian Students, members of the press, good morning to you all. My name is Joseph Ebirin. I'm a pharmacist and of course the master of ceremony. I humbly request all of us to be on our feet as we take an opening prayer that will be rendered by Pharmacist Charles Eromoseli. Pharmacist Charles.
King of glory, we bless your holy name. We magnify your name. We thank you because you have already ordained today to be a memorable day. Let your glory be made manifest. Let your glory be tangible. Let your glory make the pharmacy profession to be outstanding. Let your glory make the pharmacy profession to be relevant in the name of Jesus.
On that note, I welcome all of us to this World Media Briefing. Let me also recognize the Chairman, National Chairman of Clinical Pharmacists Association of Nigeria, CPAN, Dr. Joseph. Recognize our dear fellows, our past chairman, always there for us, Dr. Dababoy, FTSN, Mayawe, CPN Chairman, the APS National Secretary, and the hard-working, indefatigable local organizing committee chairman, pharmacist Aboma Esolibe, Merit Award winner. You are welcome. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome you all with great joy and satisfaction to today's World Press Briefing as we continue the global celebrations marking the 2021 World Pharmacists Day in Rivers State. At a time of global infodemic and vaccine hesitancy, at a time the world is witnessing increasing numbers of antivirals, the global body of pharmacists, the International Federation of Pharmacists, the FIP, responded appropriately with the right team for this year's World Pharmacists Day celebration. That team is Pharmacy Always Trusted for Your Health. That is the team for 2021 celebration. Dear colleagues, gentlemen of the press, the issue of trust in the global healthcare delivery system has become topical following the ongoing controversies and debates around COVID-19 vaccines, even as the world struggles with the huge socio-economic challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. Pharmacists, as the most accessible and one of the most trusted healthcare professionals, this fact has remained incontrovertible, going by the Gallup polls of 2020. Pharmacists are faced with these realities at different places of practice, whether in the hospital, community, and industry, talking about the doubts and hesitancy surrounding the vaccine production and administration. Consequently, pharmacists are professionally challenged to lead the offensive against anti-vaxxers while restoring the confidence and trust of the public in the public health delivery systems across the world. We must continue to grow and sustain the value trust of our clients and patients at all levels of the pharmacy value. You must agree with me that trust remains a vital ingredient in the development and sustenance of all human and organizational relationships. Pharmacy has been described as an exact science, hence our zero tolerance for errors and mistakes. Over time, society has come to place huge trust upon the pharmacy. No wonder a past US president, John F. Kennedy, stated unequivocally in 1962 during the launch of the prescription license that the pharmacist is an indispensable link in the chain of national health protection. That if we do not have a pharmacist, it will be necessary to invent one, unquote. Again, pharmacists are aware that trust is built over time and needs to be nurtured, sustained, and developed. We do not take the huge trust of the health consuming public for granted. As drug experts, Society expects us to be disciplined, transparent, accountable, accessible, and to maintain high level of confidentiality in our engagements with patients and clients alike. We are also expected to provide solutions to medicine shortage and to always ensure an unbroken line of product quality assurance at all levels of engagement with the public. This is an important part of our code of ethics as health professionals, and it is very, very sacrosanct. According to the FIP statement for the 2021 World Pharmacists Day, trust is essential to healthcare. There is a significant association between trust in healthcare professionals and health outcomes for patients. Across diverse clinical settings, patients reported greater satisfaction with treatment. They showed more beneficial health behavior and fewer symptoms, and they experienced improved quality of life when they had higher trust in their health professionals, including pharmacists. In line with this, the FIP president, Mr. Dominic Jordan, had enjoined pharmacists to use the opportunity of this year's World Pharmacists Day campaign to show appreciation for the trust placed in the profession and increase awareness of this trust and pharmacists' vital role in improving health across the globe. Esteemed men of the press, the PSN River State Chapter and the Great Rivers Pharmacists will continue to identify and promote activities that will ensure the growth and sustenance of this long history of trust by our clients, patients, and the health consuming public. Indeed, it's been a long journey of shared trust, shared responsibility, and shared satisfaction. We remain committed to the improvement, sustainability, and advancement of the healthcare delivery system in the state. This light, the PSN River State branch, through her vibrant technical and interest groups, are continuously engaged in numerous public health outreach and health awareness campaigns in the media, our communities, in our educational institutions, and various organizations in the states. We are leading the fight against drug and substance abuse in the state through our Drug and Substance Abuse Reduction Committee, what we popularly refer to as DSAC. PSN River State is also building a first-of-its-kind pharmacy resource center, PRC, which will house key public health facilities, including the Benoni Lawson Center for Drug and Substance Abuse Reduction, the PSCDAS, and the Daniel Kalio Center for Quality Assurance of Medicines, Water, and Food, the DK Secure AMWF. This unique project will also host a PSN River State Secretariat, and we have a 1,000 capacity auditorium on completion. There will be a water bottling plant, a vaccine storage facility, and a regional poison and drug information center. We really need that regional poison and drug information center to come on stream. We are once again using this opportunity to call on our dear Governor, His Excellency Chief Nyesom Ezewonwike, CON, GSSRS, POS Africa, to come to our aid and assist PSN Rivers complete this important public health initiative, which is aimed at boosting the health and well-being of our people. Your Excellency, we need you to come to our aid. We want you to commission this project this year before the end of your tenure, sir. And it will be good you come to our aid and assist us achieve this laudable project. Furthermore, pharmacists in River State will continue to ensure an uninterrupted flow of quality pharmaceutical care and services to the public. PSN Rivers is working tirelessly with the relevant government and non-governmental organs, including NAFDAC, PCN, NDLEA, Ministry of Health, security agencies, the media, and other stakeholders to provide quality pharmaceutical services in the state. We shall continue to support and partner with PSN through the PIC and the State Task Force on Fake and Counterfeit Drugs, Substandard and Unwholesome Processed Foods. We shall also continue to partner with the State Ministry of Health and indeed the Rivers State Government to ensure the delivery of optimal pharmaceutical care and services to the good people of Rivers State. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue in this journey of trust, let me quickly remind us that the attention of the pharmacy world is on our dear Rivers State this 2021. Because as we host the biggest pharmacy event in the continent of Africa here in Port Harcourt this November. Yes, I'm talking of the 94th Annual National Conference of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, tagged Garden City 2021. The PSN Annual National Conference has become arguably the biggest professional conference in Nigeria. And it will be holding at the iconic Alfred Civic Center, Moscow Road, Port Harcourt, from the 1st to 6th of November 2021. The conference will attract over 6,000 delegates within and outside Nigeria. Also expected are pharmaceutical scientists and researchers, exhibitors, local and multinational pharma manufacturers, political and business leaders, investors and tourists from across the globe. The Central Planning Committee of the CPC and the local organizing committee are working around the clock to deliver on the huge promises of the mother of all conferences, talking about Garden City 2021. You are cordially invited, gentlemen of the press, to be part of history as PSN Rivers State plays host to the pharmacy world in the beautiful month of November 2020. As a leading branch of the society in Nigeria, PSN Rivers State is ready. We are ready. Port Harcourt and indeed the government and the good people of Rivers State are ready to receive our visitors as we showcase our rich rivers culture and our common hospitality to the world. In conclusion, on behalf of the ESCO and the Board of Fellows of PSN Rivers, I wish to thank you all for honoring our invitation to this media briefing as we continue to celebrate one of the most trusted professionals in the world today, pharmacists. Of a truth, we shall continue to uphold their trust. We shall continue to play our very important role in the healthcare team in ensuring the provision of optimal healthcare delivery services to all Nigerians at all times, pharmaceutically. Long live PSN Rivers State, long live PSN Nigeria, long live Rivers State, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Remain blessed and say thank you for listening.
In all our different endeavors, in all our different areas of interest, we have tried, to build up trust in our patients. And I want to encourage all of us as pharmacists, let us continue. Let us try to do our best in anywhere we find ourselves, attending to our patients.
Every Dick, Tom and Harry in Nigeria handles drugs. And I tell people that drugs are so-called medicines. But drugs are potentially dangerous substances. But because of what happens in the country, we take everything for granted We do not even value lives in our country. So we play with all these things. We believe that part of this low life expectancy is due to poor implementation of pharmaceutical care. When we talk of health, as my chairman said in his speech, drugs constitute 80% of the trust of the healthcare industry. Of course, a one-time Director General of World Health Organization in person of Richardson, he said without drugs, a health service is without substance and credibility. So if drugs are the main pivot of healthcare system, it means that the pharmacist, the inventor, the designer, the author of drugs, the manufacturer, and the person, the only trained professional who is to assure the safe and appropriateness of its use in patients is very, very important and should be celebrated.
The world is evolving into technology. We also want the federal government, the state government to partner with young pharmacists, to go into the tech industry and do exploits. We also want the federal government to invest in the young pharmacists, invest in pharmacies, because there are vibrant pharmacies there that are into technology and just looking for support. And thirdly, research. There are young pharmacists that are doing research but no fund. We also want the federal government to help in the funding so that this research will help in the development of both Nigeria and take Nigeria to a better place. Thank you.
The Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria remains a key member of the health sector in Nigeria. And these members also key team players in our healthcare delivery system. Pharmacists will continue to deploy their training. We are members of the community. We are members of the society. We feel what you feel. We are involved in everything that has to do with the COVID-19 pandemic, the battle, the therapy, the social media campaign, all that. And we are making concerted efforts to ensure that at the end of the day, Nigeria will remain safe from the pandemic. And God will help us achieve that in Jesus' name.
If you have any relation outside this country, they will tell you that they cannot get any drug. They cannot order drug from anywhere without a pharmacist license. It's a pharmacist that must approve such. But in Nigeria, it's an all-comers affair. And unfortunately, this is what borders on our health. Now there are, our laws, I said the laws we are operating are still archaic ones. Laws made in 1948, maybe when there were about 12 pharmacies in Nigeria, about 12 pharmacies in the whole of Nigeria. That's when these laws were made. And now we have in those days, because there were no pharmacies, let me put it that way, not enough pharmacies. So they can permit maybe dispensaries by non-professionals, untrained people, just to help the thing go ahead in those days. But now, we have at least 20 schools of pharmacy funded with taxpayers' money. So we are having pharmacies being produced every year, and the country is just wasting our money training these pharmacists and not employing them, just like what the Young Pharmacists Group chairman said. A lot of pharmacists no employment in government and healthcare settings. Rather, you find people that are not pharmacists. Like my other sister said, you find people anywhere. Drugstores, as she said, proliferation. There are even a lot of them that write pharmacies in Nigeria, but they are not pharmacists. Like we normally tell people, that is the presence of a bishop that makes a building a cathedral, not just the size of the building. There must be a pharmacist to make it a pharmacy. But what you have actually proliferating are drugstores. And these people don't even know that they are harming Nigerians. And I think I will blame it a little bit more on our Federal Ministry of Health. Because we have advisors to the federal government as ministers of health and commissioners of health. Why allow people that are not trained to handle drugs? Is this the way it is happening in other countries? Even just as we are talking about the PCNB, sometimes you see people, the PCN stands for Pharmacists Council of Nigeria. Sometimes you see people coming to say Pharmacists Council is supposed to regulate pharmacies and not them, like better medicine dealers, open drug markets. They will even go to court in some cases. So, but the new law is supposed to be Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, not Pharmacists Council. Not everything, for instance, that people must go to the hospital. Like some of these vaccines we are saying in US, the pharmacists are prescribing these vaccines in US under collaborative practice agreements. So even unlike in UK, where you have independent prescribing powers for pharmacies, in US there is no independent prescribing powers, but there is collaborative care. The pharmacist collaborates with a physician or any other prescriber and maybe nurse practitioner or the rest of them, and he can prescribe those drugs. It can be given to patients.